What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. This time we're doing an O2 avalanche fuel pump replacement. First thing we're gonna do, come on our vehicle, and yep, you see it, a cheater door access panel. Cut out a hole into your floor if you don't mind damaging your vehicle. It's gonna save you time and money, and quite frankly, I don't care because this is my own personal vehicle. So we cut a hole in the floor. Next, what I'm gonna do, is I got my leaf blower, extension cord, and I'm gonna blow out. Let's see if y'all can see all that nasty dirt, grime, gunk, debris. Clean all that out before I do anything. So let me get the leaf blower set up and blow all of that out. We got our console cleaned out. Next, disconnect the electrical connectors. I don't know if you can see. This one here, you pull the tab up and it pulls out. This one, you push the tab down and they pull out. Get those out of your way, because next we're going to release these fuel lines. You just squeeze the inside tips here and release the fuel pump line on both sides. But before we do that, we got a rag here. We're just going to sit down there because it is going to be fuel that come out. At least keep most of it as clean as possible. But let's get that done. So I got the one line out. This second line here is loose. It's moving. I just can't pull it out. So I'm going to take off this retainer clip, this ring, lift up the fuel pump a little so I can pull the rest of that out. So now what you want to do is get you a little screwdriver, come on the back side of this, lift this tab up. That's plastic, and see the grooves? Loosen up the lock ring so it release these little tabs. So let's get that loosened. Okay, we got the lock ring loose. Fuel pump is up. So I'm gonna lift it up and remove the rest of this clip off if I can't get it out. Never mind, I got it. So that's done. Pull this lock ring off. Hold on, I'm sorry. That comes off. Remember the orientation, it came off because that little groove, this plastic groove here, has to lock into the groove up there. So next, before I just pull this out, see all that gas in there? Here's the new fuel pump. That's the new fuel pump. Inside this little bucket, it's going to be a shitload of gas. So I got to get my cipher out all the gas in this plastic container. Then I'll be able to remove the fuel pump from the truck without getting gas everywhere. So let me get that ciphered out. So we got the old pump out. We covered it up with the towel so don't nothing get in there. The new pump got to be assembled. Just grab this. Give me 1 second, because I want to use this plastic bag to lay it down on. So that's not dirty. You have the float, which goes on to the side like this, goes in, and it just snaps in. Let me snap this in because I don't want to put too much pressure on the side and damage nothing. So what I normally do is I take a Q-tip and I clean off the debris right here. It got a little oil there. It works for me. I don't know about you, but believe it or not, I don't know if you can see it. Where are we? You can't really see, but it takes off dirt and it give it a better contact surface for me. That's actually the indicator that feeds to your gauges and let you know. Well, most people think they float is sticking. Normally it's the electrical connector here that's not making contact. But it works for me. You don't have to do it. I just do it. So now we got the float arm on there. Next, we got to get this rubber gasket. Feed this from the bottom. This heavy duty thick side goes to the top like that. So let me get this gasket off. We got our float arm on. We got our gasket on. Now it's time to drop the fuel pump in. You may have to tilt it to the side to get the float arm in. And make sure you line up the gas lines facing the driver's seat. Now we got the fuel pump in. And it is spring loaded. So if you put it in, you'll notice it's sitting up. And if you press down, it'll go down. But if you see the silver tab, that notch is where that silver tab go. That's why they got a little black line on the top. That has to go there. So we got to put our clip on, which is not the clip, but this ring. Get that back on. And make sure we line up the groove for that locking clip. So let's get this ring on. And another thing we have to do on the old fuel pump, the little plastic clips that came off the old one, we have to reuse them. You take them off and put them back on here. So let me get those off the old one and put those back on. So here's the old one that I put in the plastic bag. This is actually how it came out. In 2 pieces down there. The straws were off of these little brackets. That should all have been one whole piece. But you just take a small screwdriver and these rotate. Lift up under that little outside tab that look like a squeeze. Lift it up. And they come right off. And there's a second one here. I use my knife. I didn't feel like going back in the house to get it. So I'm going to get this one off as well. So we got both of these tabs off and loose, and just pull off. So let's go back inside the car or the truck. And these just slide on. Push them onto the clip. See if you can hear it. Yep, that's how we know they on. So next, let's push it down and get the locking ring and make sure that gasket is seated properly. Make sure everything is orientated properly. Let's get that down and locked up. There, we got our lock ring back on. As you see, our clip is back inside that little groove right here. It is going to be tough getting it started because you have to press down and turn it to get it started. And some sides will try to pop out on you, but we got it. Next, before I plug these in, I'm going to blow out this again with my leaf blower. And then plug up the 2 gas lines, 2 connectors, close my panel, put my rugs over. I'm not even going to patch it back up because it's under the seat anyways. I don't mind it. Some people may, but at least I know I ain't got to drop the tank to get to my fuel pump. So let me get this cleaned up and everything back together. So we got that cleaned out. It's just as simple as taking this fuel line. You're going to have to stretch it back and snap it in. And then the same for the other side. But let me get this one because this one was the toughest one for me. I might need both of my hands. Yeah, that one was still a little hard getting in, but I got it in. And then plug in your electrical connectors. They're different sizes, so they can only go in one spot. now what I'm gonna do is I have to find somewhere to hold my phone to see if I turn the key if we can hear the fuel pump kick on. So give me a second. Actually, I got a tripod in the house. Let me go grab that. Alright, so we set up on a tripod. Let's see if the fuel pump kicks on. Sounds good to me. I cycled it 2 to 3 times so that it can fill up. Next, I'm going to change my fuel filter, but let's see if it starts up. We got access. We good to go. That's all it was, the fuel pump. So, 1 second. So if this video was helpful to you in any way, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, like this video, give it a thumbs up. And we'll see what else we have in store for how-tos. Like I said, brakes and rotors are not the only things that I do. But I'm going to close this flap back down. You definitely want to wear some gloves, because this shit will cut the shit out of you. Take my rubber mallet, hammer this bitch back down to where I want it. Because, like I said, it's my vehicle. I don't care. So, put this bullshit styrofoam or carpet shit over. Put this piece that I cut out back over. Clean my shit up. Get my keys so I don't forget them. Said I used the damn leaf blower to blow out all the dust and debris. And just grab the front of your seat, close it. But before I close mine, I pull up my, should be 2 of these bitches, seat belts. Uh-oh, my phone got stuck. Where are we? Let that close a little bit, and then push it down the rest of the way. Now all I gotta do is just clean my truck out. Again, if you like this video, if it was helpful in any way, subscribe to the channel and see what I got to offer. I'm out.